Hey everyone,
Hi
welcome,
guys.
welcome to the live stream. I'm Chris. I said
I'm Rob.
stream.
Welcome to the live stream.
um, so this week we kind of got some crazy stuff. Uh,
Crazy.
Hold on, my pop out messed up. There we go.
You're what?
My chat
Are we
pop out.
streaming?
Yeah,
Are we streaming to the right thing?
we're streaming to the right thing after
Okay.
so many months. We've been doing a live stream for like almost a year now, and by now I think
Yeah.
I got it, but I still
I
mess
know.
up.
Yeah, last time
It was it was
it was like
good.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
this week we're going to be going over the Warhammer 40K stuff that just came out. It's release day, everybody. Woo!
Release day.
And then we're also going to be going over our giveaway. We're going to be announcing the winners on the stream.
This stream. Wait. Are you pointing at it? I can't see it.
I'm pointing in a general direction and assuming it's the stream. People will take it as that, but
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
with hoodlums these days, you can't really be too sure.
Wait. Am I hoodlum?
You're a little bit of a hoodlum.
I am. I'm sorry, guys.
What's up, Marty Joe? How's it going?
Marty Joe.
All right. So we
I can't see the chat, so
That's
you're
all
gonna
right.
have to be chat. You'd be the chat man.
Well, I'm about to open up boxes, so
Oh,
because
okay.
you're in the middle of opening yours because you wanted to get it done because I'm just going to do
I
it on
can't
ours.
wait. This 30-minute earlier totally threw me off. I'm almost done. I'm almost done putting these dice in this little container that I have.
We actually discussed about doing an hour early because we got so much stuff to do,
Yeah.
but no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Or if Joe jumps on, we might do like 3 hours extra. I don't know. Last week was kind of just crazy. It like organically went really, really long. So
Yep. That was all those vegetables we ate.
yeah. All
All
right.
right. I'm gonna leave my rule book out because I need it. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we do have some specific points we want to hit on. We went over this everything in it when Robert opened it, and we kind of had an idea of what we want to talk about. There are a few things we
There
will
are a
be
few
discussing.
things.
Yeah. All right. So let me
That's my
let
chair. That wasn't me.
whatever. Everyone knows it.
That was mine. That was the box.
Oh, whatever, dude.
Okay. What are we doing? I'm ready.
Hold on. Gonna be a little blank right now because I gotta do something. Let me switch cameras.
Switch that camera.
Move that camera.
Where's my phone?
Oh.
Oh.
All right, hold on. I've got to do it the jank way. All right.
Did you say the Janeway, like Star Trek?
Yeah. All right. There we go. Oh, I gotta flip it and reverse it.
Okay. Yeah, come on, it's your firmament, my friend. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why does the screen look blank?
Because it is blank. All right.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Look into darkness.
All right. Transition.
Find yourself.
Okay. There we go. All right. So my local game store got this stuff today and got it for me.
Oh my god, what is that?
Sorry, I'm switching the mic to where it's more convenient for me.
Okay.
Sorry. Can you guys see it?
It's bright. Right. It's getting normal. It's normal. Actually, it was kind of better without the light, if I'm being honest.
All right. All right. There we go. So,
yeah, it looks good, man.
What do you want to go with first? Campaign box or the?
Ooh, it's kind of dark now.
The team packs.
Oh my god. Let's go with the main. Let's go with the meat first. Let's start with the meat with the Warhammer.
There's no meat.
Campaign box.
All right.
It's the meatiest of the bunch. There's so many things.
All right, I've already done the liberty of taking off the plastic.
Marty Joe said team packs. You know, if that's what the people want.
We have a lot to discuss about the team packs.
That's true, Marty Joe. We do.
Let's do the campaign box first because there's not much to talk about.
Sorry, Marty Joe. Apparently, Chris hates you, so we're gonna go ahead and do the
I
team box.
don't hate you. I already got into the stroke of doing the campaign box.
Yeah, you're already doing. You've come too far.
I can't turn around.
That's true. Just follow your heart.
There's no
That's
U-turn.
what I would do.
Okay. There's the rule book.
Oh, that's a nice rule book. What does it have in it?
Rules.
Oh, that makes sense.
And what else is in here that is not anywhere else, Robert?
In page, if you turn to page 8 of your Dice Masters Warhammer 40K rulebook, you will find the what are those things called? Affiliations. Yeah, those things. The only place that I've seen them so far.
And if you don't know 40K, you're kind of just boned on that. You got to have the rulebook with you at all times. I think that's what that means.
I think you're correct, sir.
I'm just gonna kind of have the rulebook there just to have it there. And here's a good addition. Okay, in the Avengers Infinity, they only had one paper mat. They included two.
One?
Yeah, there was only one in the Avengers Infinity. They included two.
I didn't even notice. That's good. That's really good.
I like that because it actually promotes what they wanted to promote, playing two different people, or two people playing out of the same box. Okay, good on you, WizKids. I really like that.
Thumbs up. There it is.
All right, and then this is a advertisement or thing saying what's in the campaign box, and it's saying, "Hey, idiot, buy the other things."
It doesn't say that.
Pretty much does.
No,
Context.
Hey, there's other stuff. There's other things to go with this.
Okay, so far so good. There's nothing that has just the affiliations on it. That's kind of disappointing. Granted, we all know that as we get playing on the game a little bit, we find ourselves knowing what they should be, and it's really not that big of a deal at that point. But starting out, I wish they would have had a little card that says, here's the affiliations and here's what they mean, like they do on every other set.
Yeah, with the blind packs, you have the little insert card, and the insert card. Oh my god, can I talk? The insert card has the affiliations and tells you all the new abilities. With this new set, you kind of have to carry this rulebook around with you, or have access to the website,
or know the universe of 40K.
That, and just like know what range is and what frag is, even though it says it on the card.
Yeah.
Some of them don't say it.
All right. Here's all the Deeces. That I do like the individual bags. I kind of like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
yeah, it does. I was flipping through the rule book JBiz, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's some good stuff in here. So it does make sense to carry it around. If you've been playing for a while, you kind of know about some things.
You know some things.
But for a new person, I feel like the rule book might get a little overwhelming. I would say if you're a new person, play with somebody who knows how to play. If you can, go to your local store. Looks like drugs. Yeah, it does. Marty Joe, that would be a big negatory, sir, on the max dice. But if you are a new player, I would say instead of flipping through the rule book, it's a good idea to flip through the rule book and learn the rules of the game, because there are some interactions you have to be aware of. But play with somebody that's seasoned, and they'll be able to help you out. Everyone in the Dice Masters community is super helpful, super friendly, and you never know, you might make a best bud.
Yeah. Discord's a good place for it, and Facebook is a good place for it. So honestly, just any kind of Dice Masters thing is just great, because everyone wants everyone to enjoy the game. All right.
So,
and they include 2 paper bags. Cool. I kind of wish they would include
unfold them. I need to unfold mine and look at the art. Let's see what it looks like.
I kind of like that.
Oh,
it's like Golgari color.
What's on the other side? Okay, calm down, Magic. Ooh,
I like that.
That's pretty cool.
All right, and then for the what's up?
Okay, no, go ahead. Let's see the other one. I'll ask the question afterwards. Ooh,
I think I like the orcs better.
That's some cool. That's cool art, though. Either way, it's some really cool art.
Yeah.
How big can you get your hand in that bag, or are they the previous bags?
I do have some pretty big. That's how far I can get my. I have your mileage may vary. My hands are pretty freaking huge, so I can go in like that. So
Chris is really bad at hand puppets.
Okay, you haven't seen my my series on hand puppets. Okay, you can't say that until you know for sure.
The miniseries.
Yeah. I know that this would cut into the cost of it a little bit, but I kind of wish they would have like the cloth bags. Granted, they were small too, but I think added value of like a cloth bag or the satin bags would be good. But that's just me. I think I'm just jealous because I don't have any of those old boxes, and so I didn't get any of those cloth or satin bags. All right, you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool, Donald. I don't know. Donald Whitman, do you go by Don? I'm going to call you Don. I hope that's okay.
We'll call you the
Or
Don
should
Omega.
I call you Whitman.
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 And it gives you enough sidekick dice for 2 people to play. That's good. That would be
Yeah, that's cool.
really annoying if it was short. The basic actions for 2 people.
They're solid colors, right? Like, just kind of like Infinity. Are they pretty bright colored, colorful action dice?
I kind of like them. They're a little bit, in my opinion, I feel as though they're a little bit more muted than Avengers. But
Okay.
I still like them. The white is a little bit brighter on them. I might also be blind, and everyone's yelling at me like, "No, you're an idiot, Chris. They're the same," and you would probably be correct. All right, let's open the cards. Let's just jump into it.
All right.
All right. Red, orange, blue, purple.
All right. It's more like a lilac color. Yeah. Maybe a lavender.
And these have all been spoiled like by many places. So do you want to just go over the names?
Faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, put them on the screen so we can see because we're just looking at your tray right now.
All right.
What is it?
Fated Bloat drone, and that's a chaos affiliation. It's a 6 shield on one, 5 shield on the other, 5 shield on the other, and it's a 025 145 147. So when it on the 6 cost, when it attacks, all opposing character dice get -3 attack. Interesting. Wow. It's kind of expensive for that. The first 5 plague probe, while it's active, when an opposing sidekick or level 1 character die is KO'd, you may field a sidekick die from your use pile. Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of like that one.
Yeah. And then there's a global of pay a shield once per turn. On your turn, sidekicks sacrifice a sidekick character die. If you do, draw and roll 2 dice.
I like that also.
That's a really good card. Mm-hmm. And then the other one is deadly. And when it attacks, all opposing character dice must block. I really like that.
It doesn't have deadly. He just made that up.
It does have deadly.
Where? Oh, you're looking at Putrid Explosion?
Yeah, Putrid Explosion.
My bad. Okay, I was looking at it wrong.
It's a force block.
So these are all dual affiliations with Chaos and Death Guard.
Death Guard. Where do you see? Okay, yeah. Wow, that Death Guard kind of goes into the border a little bit. So, do apologize. Yeah, I kind of like the Putrid Explosion. That's a really good card. I don't think you're going wrong if you do the Plague Probe on that one either.
Yeah, for me, I would go with Plague Probe. Because it says the deadly one, Putrid Explosion, it says they must all block. It doesn't say they all have to block the Bloat drone.
Yeah, but that's when you just attack with that one.
Yeah.
All right.
True that.
All right, next one we have is Lord of Contagion, and that's going to be the Chaos and also the Death Guard again. Okay.
Death Guard.
And it's a 5 lightning, which is a 134, a 245, a 255.
Yep.
Not great on the fielding cost.
Little pricey.
Yeah.
It is a 5 cost.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Manscaping Reaper. While Lord of Contagion is active, when you field a Death Guard character die other than Lord Contagion, deal 1 damage to target opponent. And it's the next one's a 4 and a lightning. 4 lightning basically. And then while Lord Contagion is active, when a sidekick character die is KO'd, all other character dice get +1/+1. And that's both characters until end of turn, or both players.
Ugh, yeah, no.
And then it's a 5 lightning, the Plague Skull of Glothila. Okay. It has range 2. For those of you that haven't seen that range 2, it kind of explains it on the card, but when this character attacks, all active character dice, characters with range deal damage equal to their range value to a target opposing character die. And while he is active, when a damaged character die, either player's blocks KO it. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
I don't really like that card.
I mean, if you had to pick out of the 3, that's
Yeah.
probably the one you go with.
Yeah, most likely.
Cool.
Probably should have done the action or basic actions, but oh well. We're too far in. We're too deep.
I mean, we can pivot.
All right. Man, almost all these are dual fucking or dual
language,
dual
affiliations.
That's crazy. So this is a Malignant Plaguecaster, and it's they're all 5 and a lightning, and they're 042, 152, 262. Kind of gets up there on the fielding cost. At least you have a free side.
That's true.
When fielded, reroll each opposing level 1 or 2 character dice. KO any dice that rolled an energy face, and return the rest to the field zone. And it's to their original on their rolled level. So if they roll a better one, they get to keep it there. If they roll a worse one, they keep it there too. Your opponent may pay 1 generic per character die to ignore this ability in its entirety for the character die.
Yeah.
I don't really like that it gives you an out. It gives your opponent an out on that.
It does, but they have to save a lot of energy. I'm assuming if this is a 5 cost, they probably have some things out, because you don't really reach up for those 5 costs that early for the most part. So they might have some things on the board for you to get out of there, and if they're not saving energy, they're kind of screwed.
I think the next one's better. When fielded, reroll target opposing character die. KO it if it shows energy face, otherwise return it to the field zone on its rolled level. That's really good.
Miasma of Pestilence.
Yeah, I think that one's just better. They can't do anything to ignore it, and it's just when fielded.
I kind of like the other one because it's going to reroll all level 1 or 2 character dice, so you're getting more.
Well, I just think the one you basically field it and then try to get like a shriek or a blob out of there to get something else in there also.
True.
So,
but it's still a lot of things. Like, okay, with the blades, they can pay to stop it, and then with miasma,
it's a 50-50.
It's a 50-50 shot. Yeah. So. For 5 costs, I probably wouldn't do it. Yeah,
and then the last one, Putrescent Vitality.
Yep.
It has Frag, and for those of you at home that don't have it, when a character die with Frag attacks and KOs 1 or more blocking character dice with combat damage, deal 1 damage to all character dice that did not block this turn before damage is cleared.
Opposing character dice.
That's good. I don't think it's better than the miasma or the blades. I could be wrong. Probably it's going to depend on your build.
Yeah. If you got that staff out there, then maybe so.
Yeah. And I do think that this is each one of those 3, they're all not terrible. You can have a certain build built around it, and it wouldn't be bad. So
yeah.
So I like Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say let's just keep the party going. I didn't mean to cut you off though.
You're the worst.
I know.
And then we have it's a 7 shield drop. Whoa.
Wow.
And they are all max dice 4. It's Mort Aryan, and it's the same 2 affiliations, Chaos and Death Guard.
Death
Um,
Guard.
so host of plagues. When fielded, deal damage to all opposing players and character dice equal to Mort Aryan's level. What? That's so stupid.
Deal damage to all opposing players and character dice equal to his level. Wow. Well, that could be 1, 2, or 3.
That's kind of nuts, though. If you fill them on level 3, you're doing 3 damage to everything, and that knocks out a lot of the blankers.
True.
All right. And then a global is pay a shield. Target character gets plus 1 defense until end of turn. They all have that global, I believe, yeah. And then the Primarch of Death Guard. While Mort Aryan is active, prevent the first damage to you from each source each turn. They kind of had those cards in the past. What are your opinions on reducing damage per source?
It confuses me, so I don't use it that often.
Fair enough. I think in the right build, it could be good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's going to be more for like range and stuff like that.
True.
Because you can stop the range 1 and it doesn't affect them.
True.
You basically negate it.
And then you also kind of negate the first one, the Mort Aryan, the host of plagues. If it's a level 1, you kind of negate it also. Interesting. And then the last one is Toxic Presence. While Mort Aryan blocked character dice deal no combat damage this turn.
Meh.
If you're worried about someone blocking something to kill it, that could be good. All right. I'm gonna switch it off to you for this one. So
Noxious Blightbringer. Right?
Yeah.
So it's a 3-cost mask with Chaos and Death Guard. It is a 0/3/1, 1/3/2, and a 1/3/3. When fielded, let's do what? Toxin of Misery?
Yeah.
When fielded, deal damage to target player equal to the amount of energy in their reserve pool. Count energy symbols, not faces that show energy. It's just somebody holding on to energy. You'd be able to.
Yeah, and for a 3-drop, that's not terrible.
No.
It's not great.
Yeah, I don't really care for that one. That's too dependent on somebody having stuff in their reserve pool on the turn you actually filled that card.
Yeah.
Then we have Cursed Plague Bell. While Noxious Blightbringer is active, deal your opponent 1 damage each time they spend a energy. Wild energy. I kind of like that.
I really like that. It's kind of a nuisance, like for someone that's one of your friends or people in your play group that gets really lucky all the time and gets question marks. Oh, that's just brutal for them. Depending on your meta, it could be really good.
True that. I do like that because how many times do people just waste question marks?
Yeah.
Each time they spend a question mark, so that's every question mark, right? That's the way it sounds to me.
Yeah.
Okay. While Noxious Blightbringer is active, this is what? Dolorous Knell?
Yeah.
Did I say that right? While Noxious Blightbringer is active, deal your opponent 1 damage each time they purchase an action die. Maybe if you're going against the Yanti team, maybe outside of set, that might be useful. But,
yeah.
I mean, 1 damage, it's not that great.
Yeah. I mean, with Cosmic Cube being no longer in the game for Modern, I think it's good, but I don't think it's meta defining.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do the next one also?
Sure. Plague Marine, 2 cost fist across the board here with Chaos and Death Guard. Let's do Vectors of Death and Disease. While Plague Marine is active, your sidekick character dice get +1/+1 and are KO'd at the end of your turn. I don't know how I feel about that. If there's something that benefits me from KOing my sidekicks, yeah, that's great, but that's clearing my own board to get a pump. I guess you would have to be that's for an aggro person.
Yeah, where their sidekicks would have been KO'd anyways if they're attacking with them.
Yeah. So we have Pestilent. Go ahead.
Hold on. So if you attack with them and the combat damage starts going, if you attack and you do the damage, it says they're KO'd. So do they go to the KO pile?
Yeah, they're KO'd. They're ramp. They're ramp at that point.
So you get to
It's
attack.
not that bad.
That's actually really good. Because you're attacking with them, it does 2 damage, and they go to the KO pile. If I'm reading that correctly.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct. If they block, it's gonna get KO'd. It's gonna go to the.
Even if they don't block, though, by the rule of the text, it's KO'd.
Well, if they go through, they don't get KO'd.
It says they're KO'd and are KO'd at the end of your turn.
I'm pretty sure that if they go through on block, they go through.
Yeah.
Before the end of your turn. Somebody can clarify that, but I'm pretty sure that that's the way it works. I'm not 100%. I'm not a rules expert, guys.
If they can say anything about me, it said I'm not a rules expert.
I'm not a rules expert.
All right.
I'm a death guard.
Oh,
so Pustulant Intestines. When Plague Marine attacks, you may KO a sidekick character die. If you do, Plague Marine deals 1 damage to the KO'd character die's controller. Okay, so I can KO your sidekick and do you a damage and help you ramp.
It's not the worst thing.
No. Let's check out. What do you think? I don't hate it. It's not great.
Yeah.
So Festering Wound. When a sidekick character die is KO'd, you may field a Plague Marine character die from your use pile or prep area at level 2.
I like that.
I kind of do like that also. Help me get things in the field, please. That's fantastic.
Only if you could have both of them out at the same time.
Mm-hmm. If you could have 2.
Yeah. Oh, that would be kind of a crazy combo. All right, I'll do the next one if you don't mind.
Go for it.
What did Jay's Blizz just say? All right. So. All right. So this is Poe Walker, and it's also going to be the Chaos and Death Guard. It's a fist. It's a 2 and a fist, or so basically a 1 cost, 2 cost, 2 cost, and they're all fist. Curse of the Walker Pox is blank. You're just getting a solo body, and it's a 0/11, 0/12, and a 1/12. I really like them fielding costs. And for one drop, that's 1 drop. It's okay.
Yeah.
And they're max dice 4, I believe. Yeah, max dice 4. And then Diseased Horde. It has Swarm. Love it. It's a 2-drop fist with Swarm. There's so many 2-drops fist with Swarm, so that's good. Poxwalker gets +1 attack for each other Poxwalker character in the field zone. Both players. Ooh, that could get good. And then Mindless. It's another Swarm 2-drop. If you have something to bump up the character, because Poxwalker is unblockable when attacking alone. That's not that good.
Well, you swing in with just your Poxwalker, you have everything. I guess you can have some control in the field, have some blockers, and you swing through with, what is it, team up? Because you have all these affiliations.
True. Okay.
Why not?
Now you're cooking with gas.
Yeah. And it has Swarm, so you're going to always probably have these guys available to you.
So I think the Curse of the Walking Pox, the only thing it has going for it is it's a 1-drop.
Yeah.
Everything else is just, it's not good. The other 2 are really good. But if you're just looking for a 1-drop, it would be better if it had Swarm on it, but you could say that for any 1-drop. It would be better if it had Swarm.
Yeah.
So I think the 1-drop could justify having Swarm if that was the only thing it had on it was just Swarm. Because the attack stats on it are not good. Oh, different affiliations on this one. You want to take this one or you want me to take it?
Go for it. I'm going to look what this is. This is Imperium Space Marines, right? Ultramarines.
Ultramarines and Imperium, yes. And it's a fist character. It's a 2, a 3, and a 3. So, yeah. And then the die is a 0/22, 0/23, 1/33. Not bad on the fielding cost. The difference between the 1 and the 3 side is 1 attack. I don't like it when they do that. Granted, it's one more attack just between 1 and 3. Okay. And it has one more defense. Okay. All right. Enough complaining. Crushing charge. It's blank. Done.
Yeah.
It's a 2-drop though. Its attack is it justifies it being blank. I think. If you're
Yeah,
just
I think so
getting
too.
yeah
It's pretty beefy for a 2 cost.
yeah. And then the 3-drop is meteoric descent, and then it has range 1. We've already gone over that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's appropriate. A 3-drop that has range. I think that's just appropriate. Honestly, it's not overpowered. It's not underpowered. It's about right.
Yeah.
And then a Max X Gravis Power Armor. When Primus Inceptor deals combat damage to an opponent, prep a die from your bag. I like that.
I like it, but it has to actually do some damage though. You jump
Yeah.
block it, and now you're not prepping anything.
Yeah, but that is one of the downsides of it. But
yeah, I mean, if you need some ramp, if that's what you got, then
that is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh, wow,
all right.
Chat is kind of blowing up.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. For real. It's all about this new set, man. New set's got everyone excited. All right. Do you want me to do this one?
If you don't mind.
I don't. I'll try to say this and not murder it. So it is Primaris Intercessor.
Does that mean never mind? I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. So we got 2-cost mask across the board, and it's Imperium and Ultramarines. It is a 0/2/2, 1/3/2, 2/4/2. When fielded, if you control another Ultramarine character die, Primaris Intercessor gets +1 attack until end of turn. That's not bad. I mean, it's a 2-cost, and it's pretty beefy, even though that fielding cost is 2.
Yeah,
I think it kind of balances out a little bit.
I think it's fair. If you give it +1, it's kind of ridiculous. You got to kind of run an Ultramarines kind of team, but I mean, you're going to be able to do that quite easily. So I think that's fair. Honestly, a 2-drop for that, for the fielding cost, it's fair.
Yeah. So we have Versatile. Basically, it has Frag.
Yeah, that's it, everybody.
It has Frag, so it's not the worst. And more than likely, you're gonna get these out pretty quick. They're 2 costs, and you swing with them. If they block whatever other dice didn't block, they're taking a damage. You can clear some board probably, although you will help your opponent ramp. It's the only downsides of that.
Yeah.
And then we have a favorite of what's that? Gilliman. Am I saying that right? Gilliman. I'm going with Gilliman.
All right, fair enough.
When Primaris Intercessor is active, your Ultramarine dice cost 1 less to field. So that one might be one to go with.
Yeah, it's just when you have things like out of set that makes when there's an opposing villain, it fields for free. I think this card just kind of loses its reason.
Yeah, but if you are going with the Ultramarine team,
yeah,
I think that's probably the one you go with.
True. I think.
And if you're not, then maybe go with the Frag one.
Yeah.
Be aggro with it and board.
I personally think the winner in this one is the first one.
Inset, yeah.
Yeah, inset.
Well, even so. Yeah. Because you just get all your Primaris Intercessors out there, and you're good.
And then just go with other Ultramarines. You can go with like
low. No, you can't because it has to be another character die. It can't be.
I know, but you keep just fielding.
Yeah.
Ultramarines.
Ultramarines.
All right. This next one is Primaris Redemptor Dreadnought. The first 2 are 5, and it's their shield characters. The last one's a 4 shield character. And the stat line are 134, 146, 257. Okay.
Yep. And it's Imperium Ultramarine as well.
Yep. And then on the first one, it's Engine of War. When Primaris Redemptor Dreadnought is blocked, deal damage equal to its level to target opponent. If you do, KO it at the end of turn. Okay. Whoa. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good.
To target opponent. If you do, yeah, that's pretty good. I kind of like it.
That's pretty. Just put him out there for. Granted, he's a 5-drop.
Yeah, but you're KOing them. You don't have to wait for him to cycle through your bag
Mm-hmm.
if it's blocked. And then if you have your Primaris Intercessor favorite of Gilliman out there, you field them for one less. You're fielding them for 001 at that point, and you're
Ooh.
doing that all over again. So that's a pretty good little combo there.
Yeah, and if you have like all 4 out there, granted you don't have to, but I'm saying if you do,
If you get there, yeah. If you can get that ramp going, go for it.
they have to deal with those first before attacking. Otherwise, although they could just have direct damage team, which he would honestly, this kind of adds to a direct damage team in a way because it adds defense and it adds direct damage too.
Yeah, I like it.
I like that card. I may be stupid.
No, well, so far out of the 3, that's the first one. It seems to be the best one.
Yeah. Out of all the dreadnoughts that we've read, it's the best so far.
What about Bone Crusher?
All right. Bone Crusher. When the dude is KO, deal damage equal to its level to target opponent. Okay. He's going to be really hard to KO if you're not running any shenanigans. But as you know, you can run shenanigans in Dice Masters to KO him quite easily.
Super Rare Malekith?
Yeah, something that you don't have. And then
Isn't
Fabricate
from Avengers? Oh, Fabricate? Yeah.
And then Truce. There's quite a few things to do. If you have 2 of them out there, it would just deal that damage. Granted, it's only 1, 2, or 3 damage per die, but if you have 4 out there,
yeah,
and you Fabricate twice, and they're all on level 3 side, this is an extreme case. You're doing 12 damage that turn.
Whoa.
That's kind of insane. But that's hard to set up.
They certainly are PV.
Okay.
Hey, Mel.
Yeah.
All right, what about Hail of Fire?
Hail of Fire. KO Primus. KO this guy at the end of your turn. Yeah. You may pay 1 energy per character die to prevent this effect. KO Primaris Redemptor Dreadnought at the end of turn. You may pay 1 per character die to prevent this effect. So basically, it automatically just gets KO'd at the end of your turn. You just have to pay an energy to prevent it. So it's a tax on yourself.
I don't like that.
I don't like it at all. I mean, if there's something,
it's 1 less to buy, but you're paying for it at the end of your turn.
Yeah,
and you have to pay to field it that turn, so that's too much.
I think in set, if you have things that give Ultramarines +1 each time you field it, okay, it makes sense. But beyond that, it's just a tax if you need him out there for defense, and he does have a big body for defense.
Big bodies can't stop me.
That is correct. These guys are all Primaris guys.
Primaris.
All right, you got this next one.
They should be Primus guys.
Yeah.
All right, so Primaris Reaver. Did I say that right? Re-Iver. It's Reaver, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 2/3/3 bolt character. He's going to be Imperium and Ultramarine. First one is Rapid Infiltrator. When Primaris Reaver is KO'd, deal 2 damage divided as you choose to any number of opposing character dice. He is a 1/2/1, a 1/3/2, and a 2/3/3. Sorry, I skipped that part. What do you think of that ability?
Which one are you reading?
Rapid Infiltrator.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know how I feel about that. I like the idea of doing damage, but just 2.
If it was anything and not just character dice, I would like it better. But it's a 2-drop, so I think it's fair.
It's still opposing character dice. Like, maybe I want to kill my own stuff to get some ramp, man. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I think limiting is just kind of, it makes it feel bad, but it's still just a true 2-drop. So I kind of understand why they went with that, because if you could do it to anything, I think it would be just kind of broken.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so Lightning Assault, which is the 3 cost one, has range 1.
I like that.
Okay, not bad. Master of Terror. When Primaris Reaver attacks, if the defending player has more life than you, deal 1 damage to that player. I kind of like that until they have the same amount of life as you. Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they always have to. They kind of have to make sure they burn you pretty quickly, because otherwise you'll just catch up. And if you have counter burn, other than
Mhm.
that, you'll wind up catching up. But I just think one, if it was 2 damage, I think it'd be broken, and one is just kind of
Oh yeah, 2 is too much.
yeah. All right,
Mhm. Do you
next
want me to do the next one, or do you want this?
I can do this next one if you don't mind.
All right, do it.
All right, the next one has a global. You can do that one.
Oh,
So this is Primaris Repulsor. He's a 6-drop with lightning, and his dice is a 1/5/5, a 2/6/6, a 2/8/8, big body. But that fielding, if it, I think it would be almost unplayable if it was a 3/8/8 instead of a 2/8/8. So I think it has viability. This is gonna be pretty simple. Power of the Machine Spirit, range 2. That's a big body with range 2. I kind of like that, even though it's
yeah, I
expensive.
kind of like it too.
And also, I forgot to say it's Imperium and also Ultramarines.
Ultramarine.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's fair. It's a little bit high on the fielding cost, but it's fair.
Doing that two damage just when you swing.
Yeah,
That's annoying.
yeah. And then hover tank. It has frag. We've gone over that. And then it has text after that. It's when Primaris Repulsor attacks, at least one character die must be assigned to block it, if able.
This is great. If this card was cheaper, that'd be fantastic. Because it has the force block built into it. Give it a little overcrush, you do some damage, and then you get to do a damage to everything else that didn't block.
Yeah, oh my god.
How annoying would that be to face that?
You mean how good would that be to play that?
Oh, well, yeah. Obviously, from that standpoint, it's great, but man.
And there's things in Modern, because it is a 6-drop, to make it cheaper. I don't know if you want to waste all that stuff to do that, but there's two things that you could add in to make it cheaper. One, to make it cheap enough, that would be just a 4-drop at that point. But I think that one's viable. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's almost like that one character from Thor, where if any damage he does any damage to a character, he knocks out all the characters.
Say it again. I'm sorry, I was reading the chat.
The one character from Thor, when he does combat damage to another character, he KOs all opposing character dice.
Ooh, I don't know which character you're talking about right now.
Oh god.
Is it one of the bigger ones?
Yeah, it's like it's not Dormammu.
Somebody will point it out. It's not Odin.
No. It's a villain.
Surtur.
It's Surtur.
Surtur. Okay.
It's rare Surtur. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's not quite that good, but it's cheaper, and I think it gets there too. All right.
Cool.
And then Crack Storm. What? Am I reading that right? Crack.
You guys correct.
Crack Storm Grenade Launcher. It has frag. And then while Primaris Repulsor is attacking, after blockers are declared, if Primaris Repulsor is unblocked, your other character dice get +2 attack. Holy smokes. He's always just going to get blocked, though.
Yeah, unless you put a Spec Ops or whatever it's called.
Under surveillance,
yeah. Then he's unblockable and you just buffed your entire team. Oh man, imagine that with your unblockable Yantis and your other guys.
You mean douchiness?
Yeah, I mean he is expensive. He is a very expensive card, but this is just the possibilities. You make him unblockable, and then you buff your other guys, and now they're unblockable. Man,
I think in a casual format, this would be just kind of like play it and blow out.
JBiz got it. Yeah.
Yeah. I love Under Surveillance. I was making the rounds when Avengers Infinity first came out, and I preached that was just a good card. And I think everyone caught on to it because it is. I think it's a good card. Testify. Sorry, everybody. All right. Moving on.
Okay. So we have the Primaris Aggressor, 4-cost fist across the board. He is Imperium, Ultramarines. I keep wanting to say Aquamarine.
Aquamarine.
Aquamarine. So I'm going to go with Firestorm first,
All right.
which has Frag is his ability. And his stats are 133, 244, and 255 for 4 cost. But he does have a global that says pay 2 fists. Once per turn, all character dice get +1.
So
I
it's.
don't think that's much of a cost to give everything +1.
But the thing is, it gives all opposing character dice also +1.
You know what? You're right. That's true. But if my guys are unblocked, I don't care.
True. Okay.
So we have Relentless Advance, range 1. While Primaris Aggressor is active, when an opposing character die is KO'd by range, prep a die from your bag. Now, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go ahead and range that sidekick out and prep a die. Why not?
In fact, your sidekick wall, I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and I get equal exchange on all your sidekicks.
Granted, they are prepping because you're KOing their sidekick, but hey.
You're prepping too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's an equivalent exchange.
Yeah, and then we have Bolt Storm Gauntlets. While Primaris Aggressor is active, when an opposing character die attacks, deal 1 damage to it. I kind of like that. You want to attack me? Well, you're gonna take a damage for doing it.
You want to say it to my face? You want to say it to my
Say
face?
it to my face. Come on, say it to my face, bro.
I think the second and the third one are kind of the winners on that one.
Yeah, as much as Frag sounds interesting, I'm not sold on Frag yet. And Jabez said that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's going to be anything inherently wrong with Frag. It's just you got to make sure that you have a big body, can't stop it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I heard that. I wish I didn't hear it, but I heard it.
Yeah. Oh, man. Rabout Gilliman. Okay.
Galliman.
I
don't know.
Gilliman. So he's also Imperium and Ultramarines. The first 2 are 7 drops, and the last one's a 6 drop, and they're shield characters. And their stat lines are a 147, a 258, a 369. Ooh, kind of expensive on the fielding cost, and it's kind of hard to read the defense numbers on those because the way they have the die. Okay, all right.
Yeah, 79. They're pretty beefy, man. You were talking about some big bodies.
Yeah, 69. All right. So looks like on 2 of them, they have there's globals on 2 of them, and they're different globals. So I'm gonna do the 13 Primarch.
Primarch.
Can't they just?
That's saying Primarch.
13th Primarch. That's so weird. All right, it's got regenerate. That's all it has, and then it has a global. Pay a shield. The first character die you field this turn is free to field. Okay.
But you paid a shield to field it.
Okay, it's still going to be cheaper than 3.
True, that is true.
So there's something in there that could be worth it.
There you go. Okay, you're right. But if you're already at your 7 guy to get that global, well, I guess a global. Never mind, I'm stupid.
Yeah, you don't have to have him active to use it. All right.
I'm dumb.
I still don't think that global's worth putting him on a team, and I don't think regenerate for that big of a body is going to be worth it.
Okay.
All right, and then author of the Codex. It has impulse. When purchased, if you control at least 2 active Ultramarine character dice, prep this die. Ooh.
Yeah, I like that. And he doesn't have to be active for the ability to take effect.
Ooh.
That's pretty good, man. You buy it going straight to your prep area, filling it next turn possibly.
And if you have an Ultramarine team, that's going to be quite easy to meet those standards, and you just try to get some other things to reduce the cost of him, and he's very playable. So,
indeed. What's that global say?
Pay a shield. The first character die you feel this turn is. Oh, they are the same.
The same global. You're full of lies.
It's just it's smaller, so I don't know. I just thought size mattered. Silly me.
What is KCG, JViz? Do you know what that is? I don't know what that is.
Captain Global.
Oh my gosh, Joe's here.
There you
Yeah.
go. Hey, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely things to make it cheaper.
There you Captain. Okay.
All right, and then Master of Battle.
Master of Battle.
While he's active, your other Ultramarine and Sidekick character dice get +1/+1, and that's a 6-drop, and I kind of think that's more playable than the other two.
Probably the winner out of the three.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's the winner.
For sure.
All right, and
But yeah,
moving.
Creed Captain Global might make the author of the Codex a little bit better.
I think Creed Captain Global is going to make a lot of things better in this set, honestly.
You right.
All right, the next to last in the campaign.
Okay, I will go ahead and take that one. We have Typhus. We have a 6, and a 7. And he is a 1/4/4, 2/6/6, and a 2/8/8. Wow. So let's go with the first one. That's the 6 cost mask. Nurgle's Gift. Nurgle's. While Typhus is active, prevent the first point of damage to you from each source each turn.
You don't like that?
It's confusing me. That still confuses me.
That's the kind of card I would trade.
It doesn't sound like it's bad though.
What's confusing about it though?
No, it's just
the source thing, man.
Yeah.
It always throws me off.
I know what it means. It's just kind of, I don't know. There's better versions of it.
Yeah. Typhus, the 6 cost mask, host of the Destroyer Hive. Attune. We all know what Attune is. I like Attune.
No, you don't.
I don't know if I like Attune on a 6 cost.
You hate Attune.
I do hate Attune, but I mean, this is the only one with Attune that I saw so far.
Yeah.
And then we have Typhus, disgustingly resilient, has range 2. That's the 7 cost mask one. And they are Chaos and Death Guard. So I don't know. Probably range 2 is the winner here for me. I don't know.
It's gonna be a no for me.
It's gonna be a no. You're gonna pass on it.
Yeah. All right. The next one we have is Vero Tigris, and he's a 4-drop, a 3-drop, and a 3-drop, and they're mask, and he's also the Imperium and Ultramarine. And his stat line is a 132, 133, 135. The attack is a little bit hard to read on this die on the picture. That's the first one is Chief Liberator. When fielded, prep a die from your bag.
Not bad.
Not bad. I mean, you're paying 1 to field, but you're getting a die out of it.
Yeah, but it's when fielded, and I don't know. I don't really like those. Like back in the days when Zatanna used to have ability, I didn't care for it either.
Yeah, it's kind of like a net 0 for just fielding him. So, and then Hood of Hellfire. He's in the hood, y'all.
That's where I used to live.
Yeah. And then when fielded, name a non-sidekick character die. Then draw a die. If it was the named die, prep it. And the fielded Vero Tigris character die gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Otherwise, return the drawn die to the bag. I don't like the fact that it says non-sidekick character die.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can control, if you know how to control your bag and everything, you know what, you might get lucky.
Yeah, because I mean, even if sidekick character die is available, you can still name it, and most likely you're going to draw it, but there's a likelihood that you won't, and then it fizzles.
Oh yeah, like big entrance always does first.
Yeah,
stuck in the bottom of the bag.
Yeah.
How about the last one? This is probably the one I like the most.
Right. Rod of Tigris. Well, Chief Librarian Tigris.
Yeah, this is a misprint. It's a misprint. I think it should say Vero Tigris.
Your other Ultramarine character dice cannot be targeted by your opponents. Vero Tigris gets +1/+1 for each other active Ultramarine character dice. Let's just look for the Librarian.
It's the other one. It's the chief, the first one.
Yeah.
Where you prep a die from your bag. So you can't have the same on the same team. Or the same character on the same team. So it's obviously a misprint. That should say Vero Tigris.
Hold on.
I kind of like it. Yeah.
Round of applause for the misprint.
It is confusing, but I mean, we all know the rule. We knew what this was.
Yeah. All right. So
that is the box.
That's the characters. We got.
Oh, we do have the thingies. That's right. I have them right here in front of me.
All right. So we're kind of gonna go quick over these.
Do you want me to go first since you just did that? I'll do a couple of them. How about that?
Yeah.
Cost Bolter drill basic action. Deal damage to target opposing character die equal to the total number of character dice you control.
What are you
Double
doing?
burst. Bolter drill.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. Double burst. Also deal that character die 1 additional damage.
All right.
For 2 costs, I think that's not bad for a little spot removal.
Yeah, not bad.
Only bad thing is it is a 2 cost, and your opponent can buy it, and they'll do the same thing to you.
Yep.
Only downside, I think.
All right. And then Chaos Warp. Let's kind of we got to go through these quick because we're already at almost an hour. Chaos Warp. Draw and roll every die in your bag. Deal 1 damage to target player for each die showing a character face, and take 1 damage for each die showing an energy face. Place the rolled dice in your use pile. Double burst. Also, afterwards, place a die from your use pile into your bag. Okay. I like that. Could prep something that you want that wasn't necessarily in your bag. All right. Next one. You want to take the next one?
Hold on. Yeah. You did Chaos Warp, right?
Yeah.
All right. How about this 4 cost Excessive Ordnance? Deals 6 damage to target character die, and has a global. Pay a bolt. Target character die gets +1 attack until end of turn. Dude, doing 6 damage to target character die is ridiculous.
And in this set, you might actually get there quick.
Yeah, and that 6 damage is going to come in handy. We saw how big some of those bodies are.
Yeah. Here's Instant War. Each player draws 3 dice and fields all psychic dice draw this way. Each player places the remaining dice in their bag or use pile. It's a reprint.
Yeah. This isn't a reprint.
I thought Instant War. We had Instant War before.
Nope, we have not.
Oh.
Completely new.
Yeah, this is brand new, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well.
Next card. That's actually a really good card. I like that card.
Yeah.
Into battle. Prep 2 dice from your bag. If both dice are sidekick dice, prep an additional die. Burst, double burst, roll all dice prep this way. Place them in your reserve pool. I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little expensive, but it's a couple of actions rolled into one.
It can get there.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you already have stuff in your prep area, oh no, you can't.
Yeah.
It says just roll all dice prep this way. So if anything's sitting there already, you can't roll it.
All right.
Maybe not that good.
It's okay. It's not crazy, but it's okay. All right. And then a 2-drop Might of the Astartes. Until beginning of your next turn, character dice cost your opponent's +1 to field. Also, character dice you
Cost you 1 less to field.
Cost you 1 less to field. Okay, I kind of like that. That's the double and that's the burst and double burst. For that, I kind of like that. You have more of a chance of fielding something for 1 less. I think that's good, and your opponent has to field stuff for 1 more.
Yeah, again, it's cheap, so your opponent can do it to you too.
True.
We got 4 cost Orbital Strike. Reroll all your active character dice. Deal damage to opponent equal to the combined attack of all rolled dice showing character faces. KO the rest of the rolled dice. Skip your attack step this turn. Double burst. Instead of skipping your attack step, you may attack with only 1 character dice this turn. That should be die, but I kind of like it if you need that 1 last big push.
It could get insane.
Yeah, man.
Right. Morph would be pretty crazy with him. With Orbital Strike.
Well, if he comes back,
yeah,
right?
No, you just use it during the attack step.
Well, what you could also do is put Shockwave out there, and he would be not affected by it.
Well, wouldn't he only do the double burst effect?
No, he does. He does both of them. He does all of the abilities. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then
so you would fabricate some big dudes. Sorry, I'm taking up time. Go ahead.
That's all.
No,
so
that's good, man.
Rolling Thunder, deal 1 damage to target character die. If it isn't KO'd, deal 2 damage to another character die. Yeah.
It's Molier.
Yeah, you keep repeating it until something is KO'd. We've seen it before.
It's an expensive Molier.
Yeah, it's an expensive one.
Yeah.
All right.
Seething Corruption 4 cost. Until end of turn, when an opposing character die it takes damage, KO it. I kind of like it. It's the staff.
Without the prepping.
Yeah, without the super rare. Bad thing is your opponent can take it and use it against you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Static Field. It has a global pay mask, remove target attacking character die from the combat. And its actual ability is character die deal only 1 combat damage this turn. I like the global.
I don't know why you would play that basic action on your turn.
Yeah.
Why would I only want to do my opponent 1 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
All right. So that's the contents of the box.
Really? Did you, Steven? I mean, I get the global, but
no, character dice dealing only 1 combat damage this turn. So like if you have a big dude with like Overcrush or something like that. Well, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, why would I only want to do the 1 damage?
I don't know. I think this situation would be like
okay.
If you want to wipe their board by like giving your creatures or your characters deadly or something like that, and then without the repercussion of having them crack back at you.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Steven's saying buy because it's a crappy basic action that no one's gonna buy, but you can buy it and use it for generic energy.
So basically, if you build around it, it's better than your opponent having it and just wasting.
Yeah, like you said, yeah, the ability doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. So, orcs or space wolves?
Orcs.
Right.
I like the orcs. Do you have these cards in front of you at all, Joe? So you can jump in and read some of these bad boys.
I have them on the Dice Coalition.
Okay,
order
cool.
that they're in the packs and all that.
Okay, cool. So we can pass to you.
Sure.
You can read some of these bad boys. You can jump in here.
Just tell me which characters you have, or I'll see. I'll be able to see.
Yeah.
But to kind of add on to what on that last one, the pretty much blink transmutate. It's really just to save you from losing any of your attacker, and also to get like you were saying a cheap attune trigger and to help kind of deal with that stuff.
For sure.
All right.
So we're doing orcs first.
Yeah.
Orcs.
I do like the see-through dice. I do like that.
Yep.
All right. All right.
I don't like that 2 of the dice kind of look the same. That's my only gripe with this one.
True. Let me make sure of something.
So yeah, we have some grievances with this set with the team packs.
Bro.
Yeah. All right. So the first one that we have.
Wagon?
Yeah, Battle Wagon. I'll read it.
Okay. Please do.
I'm trying to figure out which, because it kind of was out of order the way I got it. All right, there we go. All right. So Battle Wagon. Can you guys see the cards fine?
I can see them.
Okay. It's a 4 drop across the board, and it's a lightning, and the die itself is a 1/4/2, 2/5/3, 3/5/5. They're all max die 4. I think it's important to say that with all these.
Just moving forward, the affiliation on every single one of these is orcs.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody wanted to know.
Yeah. So the first one is heavy troop transport, has range 1, I like that. And then while Battle Wagon is active, when an opposing character die is KO'd by range, prep a die from your bag. I kind of like that. That's really good.
Yeah. Which one is it? Salvage Monstrosity?
No, heavy troop transport.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I do like that. That's just one of the many reasons why I like this set.
Yeah.
This team pack.
And then Assault Tank. It has Frag. Enough said. I don't think it's all that great, Frag. I think it can be, but you got to kind of do some things.
You have to force blocks, which is weird.
Which on some of these ones have force block on it already, so that's kind of good.
Not this particular one, but there is another one we talked about earlier that has it.
And then Salvage Monstrosity, range 1. And then Battle Wagon has range 3 instead of range 1. if an active opposing character die has range. I like that.
Yes.
I like it too.
Yep. There's so many things with range 1 on it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just venerable dreadnought.
Yeah, just range in general. Yeah.
Yeah, you could give someone range.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. That dreadnought gives it to everything, and now I have 3
everything. So then you can range 3 right back.
for sure.
All right. The next one is.
Oh my god! I guess I'll try
Gazkul
to read
Thraka.
Gazkul Thraka.
All right.
So 667 mass character. He is orc affiliation, right? That's what that is.
Yeah, they're all gonna be orc because it's the orc
affiliation. Yep. And the first card is Wah. Range 2. When Gazkul Thraka uses range, you may KO sidekick character dice. For each sidekick character die KO'd, increases range by 1. You want to do some damage and prep some things? You can do it with that. I don't know if I would do that though.
Do you increase his range going forward? Period.
No, it's supposed to be whenever he uses range.
Okay, when you use range
during your attacks, yeah.
So it doesn't stay
during your attacks or during the blocks.
Gotcha.
So it's either or. The reason why they didn't put like until end of turn is because that's a case specific thing. Yeah. It's like you have to be attacking or blocking.
Yeah, it's just it should say until end of turn on it. I just don't like that it says increase his range by 1.
Yeah, you're saying like after a couple of swings, it would then read like range 5+.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I understand what you're saying, but
it does. The only thing it doesn't say until end of turn. It's very ambiguous.
True, but I think based off what we've seen in the past, that's not what's happening here.
Yeah.
So we have Prophet of Gork and Mork. While Gazkul Thraka is active, once per turn, when you could use a global ability, you may KO a character die you control. If you do, deal 1 damage to target opponent. So if you're using that Winfield prep a die from your bag, you can use this to KO it. I don't know why you would do that.
How about this one? How about Alfred Pennyworth MI5?
There you go. That's a nice combo.
But it's not modern, so
it's okay. Golden Age, why not?
You can Golden Age it up, man.
Yep. So we have. Did I do the stats? I don't think I read the stats for this. It's 154, 165, 388.
So here's a case. You guys were talking about that that shield guy that was like 6 or 7 cross, and his global ability was like pay a shield to field things for free. This is a good example of like I'd be willing to pay a shield to field that.
Yeah, that's
on its level 3 side.
Cool. So the last one is Giant Orc Warlord. While Gazkul Thraka, when Gazkul Thraka deal combat damage to an opponent, you may KO any number of character dice you control. For each die KO'd this way, deal 1 damage to target opponent. That's cool. I'm not a big fan of KO on my own thing.
Yeah.
And thinning my board on my turn. If I could do it on opponent's turn, maybe.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Joe, if you want to go with Mograk.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Know It All Get.
Okay.
If you have so he's let's give the overview. So he's a 5 cost shield on all 3 of his cards, and then his stats are 125, 136, and 248.
Jesus.
And he's also orc affiliation, max 4 dice. So Know It All Get has range 1. And while Mograk is active, your other orc character dice get +1 attack and defense.
I think then, that's good.
Oh, go ahead.
Can be okay.
Yeah. I mean, Mograk War of Gunnin is when Mograk blocks and is not KO'd, spin him up 1 level at end of turn. That's interesting if they word it that way. He has a global, pay a shield. Target character gets +1 defense until end of turn. And then the last one is Mograk. Whoops. Okay. The red. While Mograk is active, prep the first action die you purchase each turn. That is something interesting. And he has the global of pay a shield. Target character gets +1 defense until end of turn.
I kind of like the red wall.
Yeah. So have you guys ever played any kind of like 40K on the computer or on
No.
console?
No.
Oh man, so there's a real fun little shoot 'em up 40K game, and they have works in there. And whenever you just hear them come at you, they're wah, and that's all I think of every time I read that.
That's funny.
Is that
So
sound effect?
Just to point out, the max cost the max dice for Battle Wagon and McGrock were 4. Gospel
yeah.
is only max 2 on all his cards.
Yep.
So I don't really care for that, but I get it.
Yeah. Well, you're getting max in the team pack. What do you not have to be happy about?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one we have is Orc Boy, and he's a 2-drop on all of his cards. He's a fist character. His stats read 0-1, 0-2, 1-2. Great fielding cost.
Can you check the max die on that?
Oh, it's a 5.
It is a 5.
Weird, huh?
Let me just say this. I know this is probably not going to be everyone's happy little point, and everyone's going to probably hate or like this, and it's going to be kind of in the middle. It's really stupid. Really, really stupid that to get max die, you have to buy 2.5 packs. There'll be people out there that say, well, you could just buy singles. You're right. But it's just so stupid that you have to buy more than 2 to get max die. That's just, it's a team pack. I understand you have to buy more than 1. Okay, I accept that. But buying 3 or possibly another card, it blows my mind about the stupidity about that.
Whoa, strong.
Yeah. Strong. So strong. That's a bold opinion, sir.
Okay. Getting that out.
Rant over.
All right, the first card is called Slugga. When Orc Boy attacks, if it gets +1, if at least one other character die is also... what? When Orc Boy attacks, it gets +1 if at least one other character die also attacks. Okay, so you have to attack with something else. Okay. It doesn't say it has to be something other than Orc Boy, so... Okay, when the next one is Shuda. When Orc Boy is KO'd, if you control a Goblin character die other than Orc Boy, return Orc Boy to the field zone at level 1. Clear all damage from Orc Boy. Okay. A little bit of defense.
So this is that combo with the earlier the Gazgul Draka. That's the combo.
There you go.
Okay.
Not bad.
And it's not an end of turn, so you can literally just keep on doing it.
Okay. All right. The next one is Rocket. When Orc Boy is KO'd by a higher level character die, return Orc Boy to the field zone and spin it up 1 level. Clear all damage from Orc Boy. Okay.
I don't have any problems with the Orc Boys. I think any of them are good. That max dice 5 is annoying.
It's stupid.
Yep. Speaking of max dice 5, Orc Knob. We have a 2 cost mask, and then this other 2 cards are 3 cost. So big chop. Well, let me read the stats. Sorry. 1-2-1, 1-3-2, and a 2-3-3. And these dice are very similar in the team pack. They look almost exactly the same color. The emblems are very similar, so it's kind of be careful with those. Because if you're like me, you're definitely going to need them.
Maybe you could just use them for the max die 5 at any point, you know? I think that's what they were trying to do.
Oh, there you go. They don't have the same stats, though, or else I would.
Oh.
So we have Big Choppa. When a character dies KO'd, Orc Knob gets +1/+2 until end of turn.
Okay,
there goes that combo again. So you KO your Orc Boy, it comes back, now your Orc Knob gets +1/+2.
And keep doing it.
Yep, and then you have Custom Shooter, which is a Swarm character, or has Swarm ability. And then the other 3 costs is Power Claw. While an Orc character die with purchase cost 4 or greater is active, Orc Knob gets +1/+1 and is free to field. So that's not bad.
Now hold on. On this one, so I can see on both of these, on both the Orc Boy and the Orc Knob, I can honestly see why they put 5 as the max on there. Because for one, you want Shuda out there and you want 5 of him, right? And then on the knob, you want 5 of the custom Shudas because Swarm, everybody has learned their lesson from the Deadpool set. that the multiple man,
Mhm.
the super rare, like everybody wanted 6 of him. So there's a good chance people are gonna buy this one, even though it's at a higher cost. To purchase, they're still gonna want that 5 swarm bonus.
Yeah, it's just it the fact that there's a max die 2 and a max die 1 in the same team pack, and then they have a max die 5 in there, there's going to be a lot of wasted dice, a lot of wasted things in this team pack, and it just that's what upsets me, the fact that they're wasting so much.
I understand.
Um,
Packaging only allows them certain amounts, though, unfortunately.
But if there's a max 2 die in there, put another one of the max die 5 in there and just leave one die in there. That makes sense to me if they did that.
I understand that. Yeah.
If they did that, I would have no problem with what they did. Let me just say that right now.
So yeah, I was gonna say something and I lost my train of thought, so that's fine. Yeah, you want to take Stompa, Joe?
Sure. I'm gonna start with Claw Stompa, but first, they're all 9 cost fists.
Oh, one of them's 8.
One of them's 8.
One of them's 8. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the third one there. So it's 998. And then, interestingly, the max dice on this one is different too. You have Claw Stompa and Mechanical God are at 2, and you have Big Mex at 1. And Big Mex has already been featured and talked about by several people, including our channel. So we're going to go over the stats: 176, 287, and a 299. Claw Stompa has range 2. When fielded, KO 2 target opposing character dice. Really good.
I really like that.
I like that.
Really
That's
good.
so annoying.
It seems like my kind of card.
And then you have Big Mex, which is the max 1, max die 1. Range 2, when fielded, KO target opposing character die and return it to its card. That character cannot be purchased next turn.
So frustrating.
I really like that one.
All right, and the last one is Mechanical God. It's the 8 cost fist. It has Overcrush and Frag. Max die 2.
I kind of like that.
Overcrush and Frag, yeah.
Oh man.
What do you guys think?
I would go Claw. I like the Claw Stompa, honestly. I see how frustrating Big Mix can be. But I do like KOing 2 of my opponent's character dice and having range 2.
It adds another mastermind to Mastermind.
There you go.
The Big Mix.
Yeah.
I just like them not being, if it returns it to the card and in Mastermind, that's kind of devastating.
Yeah.
The only time it's not that big a deal if it's the actual opposing Mastermind, then it just sucks for them for the next turn, but it's really not that frustrating. But I don't know. Those of you who want to play Mastermind, you really need to play it. It's really fun. I need to make Robert, or I need to help Robert make a Mastermind deck.
One of these days.
Yeah.
Let's keep the party going. What's next?
Okay, so the next one is Storm Boys. It's a 4-drop across the board, and it's a lightning character. It's a 1/4/2, a 1/4/3, 2/4/5. Don't like the fielding because you don't increase the attack at any level, so I don't really like that.
It's a 4 cost though. That's kind of what you pay it sometimes for 4.
Yeah, I wish that it was like a 1/3/2, then a 1/4/3, then a 2/4/5. A free side would just be much appreciated on that. Granted, some people are gonna be like, "Well, it's you always get 4 attack."
You just want too much. Come on, man. You're asking for too much.
All right. When fielded, this is the Vultus Skywad. Squad.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to these ridiculous names and phrases on stuff.
All right, what does it do?
When fielded, deal damage equal to Storm Boy's attack to target opposing character die. I like that.
4 across the board, so you're guaranteed to do 4 damage to something.
Okay.
Throw you Skywad at him.
And then the next one's Choppa Storm. It has Intimidate. I always like Intimidate. Yep. And then it has a global Pay Lightning. Once per turn, target character gets range 1. This is going to be kind of a good control card because if someone has an aggro team or a team that's very defensive, you kind of just have a force attack, and you have this on the team, and it kind of like counters a lot of stuff. And I really kind of like the Storm Boys Chop a Storm. I think it's the winner out of the 3.
What's the last one?
You didn't do the last one.
It's Storm Boys, Flashy Sky Boys. It does say Sky Boys. And then range 2, Pale Lightning. Once per turn, target character gets range 1. Okay, that's good. I like it. I like Intimidate too.
PSA for everybody that's new to the channel or new to range. Range does not stack. So giving a character another instance of range will not increase its range. So if a character has range 2 and you give it range 1, you don't deal the range 2 then the range 1. You just deal the highest value.
Yeah.
But I want to stack it so bad.
I know everybody wants to stack it. It's already broken enough.
Yeah.
So here's a question. Maybe I wasn't paying attention earlier. If I attack with range, does your range go off as well?
All range goes off.
All ranges activate?
Yeah, so what happens is in the declare attackers, you choose all your stuff for range. The damage goes through. If any opposing character dies have range, they also get to deal their damage even after they're KO'd.
So it happens simultaneously. So
yep.
All right, Robert.
All right, last one in the set here is the War Biker. He is a 3-cost shield on 2 cards, and his last one is a 4-cost shield. He has an Orc affiliation. He is a 0/3/2, a 1/3/3, a 1/4/3, and a Zogoth. I like this card. While War Biker is active, prevent all damage from the range ability to your Orc character dice.
Ooh.
So good. So good. I love that. The next 3-cost shield is Daka Guns. While War Biker is active, prevent the first point of damage to your sidekick character dice from each source. More than likely that source is range.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's not. Okay, anyways. Speed Freaks is the 4-cost shield. While War Biker is active, opposing global abilities and action dice cannot target your Orc character dice. Honestly, I prefer Zogoth out of all 3 of those.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. Daka Guns is great because it prevents the first point of damage from each source, meaning breath weapon and range.
But only to your sidekick dice, though.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, still something worth noting. Allies count as sidekicks.
True, but there's not allies in the inset.
Inset, it's okay.
Yeah, so maybe. Playing inset, yeah, that's understandable. But when you're doing instant wars left and right, especially if you're playing inset,
that's
like
true.
if you're doing a limited event, people are gonna have instant war. There's just no way there's no question about that.
Yeah, but what if they have range 2? Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're still making them work for it.
True that. What about Speed Freaks? I mean,
they shouldn't be doing speed.
Whoa.
That's true.
Freaks. Those freaks. So I do want to apologize. None of us are from the UK, and I don't have a particularly good knowledge of 40K, so I can't really like put the emphasis on a lot of the stuff, especially with the orcs, because like you guys have to hear the in-game audio for some of these, and then so like there was a running gag a few years ago. I want to say like 6 or 7 years back, where it was on YouTube. It was a flash animation, and it was so hilarious because they were like, "For the Emperor," and it was the greatest running gag ever. They were making fun of the game, not the actual British people, so it was just really funny. I mean, because Warhammer is a UK property first and foremost. So
if you find it, throw it in the Discord so everyone can see it.
I'll try to find it. It's old. Okay. Anybody who remembers that, feel free to chime in the chat.
You know, the funny thing is about YouTube, they tend to store things for a long time. So
yeah, I'll have to go look at it, but I'll do it right now. But later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is what, Space Wolves?
Yeah.
Space Wolves. Well, this happens to be my favorite faction to run in the actual game itself.
And
Space Wolves.
They're all going to be Imperius and Space Wolves. So obviously Space Wolves. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So that's one less thing to
Team packs are nice because they're just one affiliation.
It's like they're teams.
I like the fact that these have dual affiliations, so that kind of adds.
I
some
do like
team
the dual affiliation stuff because team up starts to matter more.
Ooh, that card is damaged a little bit.
Not good.
Send it back.
Well, Robert still hasn't gotten back his die from
Yeah, I doubt I'll
so...
ever see that Black Panther die. I'm gonna have to run 3 instead of 4. All right, let's run through these because we are running late here.
Yeah, we have a giveaway still to do. So
Yep.
I think everyone's probably waiting for that.
Yeah, they're like, man, I just came in for that.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. So I'll start it off. This is Grey Hunter. He's a 2 across the board. He's a mask. He's a 022, 132, 242. Son of Russ. I don't know who Russ is, but he's the son of him. He has Deadly for a 2-drop. I kind of like that. That's a good draw.
The stat line's decent for a 2.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, max 5 dice.
Yeah, max 5.
Got him.
Oh my god, max die 5. I hate that.
You guys ever want to tilt Chris in the chat? Just say, hey, buddy, team packs, max 5 dice.
Yeah. If you're ever playing him in a tournament, just start talking about the team packs and the max dice.
Okay.
Throw him off his game.
And then
go ahead.
Counter attack. He won't throw me off my game. I'll just try to win faster. Counter attack. When Grey Hunter is KO, deal 1 damage to all opposing character dice. Okay. Max 5 die character dice. Oh my god.
Somebody is tilted.
Fenrisian Warrior. He has Infiltrate. Cool.
Okay.
Stupid.
That's a good out of set thing. You run that with Angela.
Yeah.
All 3 versions are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cheap. That 2 fielding cost is a little high, but he does 4 attack on that 3 side, so I'm not mad at that.
And you can put 5 dice out there for it.
Yeah. So the next one is Logan Grimnar. He's a 7 cost shield, 7 cost shield, 6 cost shield. He's a 062, a 173, and 285. Let's go with High King of Fenris.
And he's a max die too.
No, max die too, yeah. How am I getting these max dice too? Anyways, he has Overcrush on his 7 cost one. Logan Grimnar can only be blocked by 2 or more character dice. I like this one.
Yeah, I like that one.
The next Old Wolf has Intimidate. Not bad. It's a little expensive for Intimidate though. And then you have 6 cost shield with just Overcrush. I like a cheaper Overcrush, but I also like that. Yeah, but you got to block it with 2 people.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love that fielding costs on levels 1 and 2. That's brilliant.
That's
for a 7 cost. Like you're getting back what you paid in dividends by having that free fielding cost on level 1.
And the attack is still high. Like the attack is 6-2. Like, man.
Stupid. Next one also. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Go ahead, Joe. Let's keep this party going.
Oh my god, look at this. It's got 5 max dice. Oh my god.
Stupid.
All right. Skyclaw. So it's a 2 fist, 3 fist, 3 fist. And 022, 023, 133. The first one I'm going to do is Hot-Headed. So it's a 2-cost fist with no abilities, just really good fielding cost.
Yeah, it's a good stat line for him.
Yeah, it's a really good one. And then you've got the next one is Berserker.
Chris's card.
When Skyclaw is blocked, prep a die from your bag. It has a global of pay a fist once per turn. Target blocked character die gets +2 attack.
Let's help your opponent out.
Reckless Bloodthirst. When Skyclaw is KO'd by combat damage, gain 2 life. That one's pretty good.
Okay.
And pay a fist global. Once per turn, target blocked character die gets +2 attack.
And it's 1 life that you gain. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 1 life?
Yeah.
That must be a typo.
All right.
On my end.
Next
I
one.
like the 2 cost.
Oh, hey,
like,
Chris, did you see that? Did you see that it had 5 max dice?
Another instance where they could have just put 1 die in one of the team packs and made one of the 5 drops have 3 in there. I don't know.
So
So
box.
stupid.
So salty.
So Space Wolf Predator. It's a 6-drop across the board. Lightning. His max 4, and he's a 155, 266, 288. The armored ceramite plating. That's weird. I almost said ceramic, but when fielded, both players may choose a character die from their use pile and roll it. If it comes up as a character face, they field it for free. Otherwise, return it to the use pile.
I don't know. I like that. I don't like that ability.
I don't like helping out my opponent, even if it's a chance. I don't like helping him out at all.
Yep.
All right, Dozer Blaze. When fielded, the Space Wolves. I keep having to look that up. Character dice cost 2 less to purchase. Whoa.
One.
Okay.
That's cool, but it's a win fielded ability. You just pay 2 to
No.
field it. It's not that great.
If it was while active, it would be broken.
Yes.
You know what could help that though? A certain global that says pay a shield, it's free to field. Just saying.
Yeah,
True,
but you have to keep fielding it though. That's kind of annoying. If it was while active, if it reduced it by 1 and it was while active, I would say it's a good card.
That stat line though.
Yeah. You're only saving yourself 1 energy on the 2 and 3 side.
All right. So next,
Weapons platform. When fielded, you may purchase a basic action die for 1 and roll it. If it rolls an energy face, return it to the card. Otherwise, use its effect and place it in the use pile. That's limited wish, basically, for actions.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I like that card.
I like the gamble because I can buy a nice beefy basic action for 1. If I get it, I just save some money there.
And you get to use it right away.
Yeah.
Chris, you know what really helped that Dozer Blade, the one that, makes your stuff cost 2 less to purchase? If you had like another max die on that, making it 5.
Oh my god, don't even.
You really get good use of that.
Oh my god.
That was thanks to Don Whitman.
Don Whitman.
You know, they have 2 cards in here, or two characters that have max dice 2, and then 2 that have max dice 5. They could have easily done it to where people could have bought 2 packs. Period. Instead of having to buy 3 packs or buy a single and 2 packs.
I think we have run that into the ground already. We understand. It's frustrating. We get it.
I know, but like the other one, it kind of makes sense that you have to have a max die 5. This one,
I get it.
It's equal.
For sure.
I could hear this all day.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to the next one. Thunderwolf Cavalry. 4 cost fist across the board. He is a 0-3-2, a 1-4-3, and a 2-5-5. Crushing teeth and claws. Thunderwolf Cavalry gets +1/+1 for each other active Space Wolf character you control.
I hate these cats.
I like that ability.
Yeah.
I think it's good. 4 costs for Overcrush. That's not bad for Overcrush. And then you have Adamantium Jaws. When Thunderwolf Cavalry attacks, your sidekick character dice get +1/+1 until end of turn.
Is this Marvel?
Here's what's interesting about this is it's not or at least I don't think it is. It's not treated as a while active ability. So whenever I think it should be, I'll have to ask about that. But
it says which one? Adamantium Jaws?
Yes.
Well, it says when he attacks.
Right, but what if you have multiple Adamantium Jaws?
When attacks abilities stack, don't they?
That's what I'm
saying. Like, could get big.
That's what I'm saying. Like while active versus this.
It doesn't say while active, so I would say it just stacks.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. Nice.
I don't know. We'll look for PK to correct us aggressively later.
Definitely. All right. Give us a Venerable Dreadnought, Joe.
All right. So everybody knows about this one, but I'm still going to read all 3 of them anyway. 5 cost shield, 5 cost shield, and a 4 cost shield. Max die of 2 on all these. Stat line is 134, 146, 257. To me, that is the perfect stat line for that cost, 4 or 5. So we'll start with Battle-Worn Veteran, Venerable Dreadnought Battle-Worn Veteran. While Venerable Dreadnought is active, when you field a Space Wolf character die, prep a die from your bag. And then we have Exalted. While Venerable Dreadnought is active, your Space Wolf character dies are free to field. It's also really good.
That seems really great until...
Yeah, then you can do Dozer Blade all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Custodian of Knowledge, which is going to be the premier card, the breakout card for Worlds. Worlds this weekend. Don't forget to tune in. While Venerable Dreadnought is active, your active character dice have range 1.
This is the card in the team pack, period. Like,
this is the reason why people are going to go out of their way to get it, yes.
Yeah. The other Dreadnoughts in the pack, it doesn't matter what they say, that one is the golden one. So it could say you gain 10 life. It still wouldn't be as good as giving... Well, actually, that would be pretty good until you only can get max 20. So, but still. All right. So that's a great card.
Nice.
So
yeah, it's 3 great abilities on the same character. You're probably going to end up with Custodian of Knowledge. All 3 of those cards are really great. It kind of sucks. I wish they spaced them out.
Yeah. I would say 2 are good, 1's great.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
And then the next one we have is Wolfguard Terminator. It's 3 across the board, and it's lightning. And it's max dice 4 with 0-2, 1-3-2, 1-3-3. And on the Chosen Protector, it has Infiltrate. And it says reduce all damage dealt to Wolfguard Terminator from each source by 1.
No, 2-1.
2-1.
Reduce it to 2-1. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I like that. The only bad thing is its defense is 2-2-3.
That's kind of that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but still, I mean, there's ways to pump it, so
yeah,
pump it up.
And then Heroics and Valorous, reduce all damage dealt to Wolfguard Terminator from each source to 1, and then Wolfguard Terminator cannot be blocked by a shield or a fist character die.
That's super relevant.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's ridiculously relevant.
Yeah. All right, and then the Mightiest Warrior, Kenichi, Mightiest Warrior, range 1 and Infiltrate. Okay,
not bad. This is another card I think that doesn't. They're all really good cards. Obviously, Venerable Dreadnought does have a great card.
Mm-hmm.
I think all 3 of these versions are good.
Yeah, the fact that they're all consistent with their cost to purchase, as well as their fielding, as well as their abilities, like all 3 of those are just really good and relevant to the current meta even.
Yeah, because I mean, how many times have we seen team packs where there's like characters that just have garbage cards?
Yeah,
like there's not a good one.
Yeah, this one's pretty solid.
Yeah.
So someone mentioned Marvel copyright in here. How about this guy, Wolfen? 4 cost mask. He has a max dice 4. He has a 0-2-2, a 1-4-4, a 3-6-5, and he has Wolverine claws.
No, it should say Wolfen parentheses, not Wolverine. Please don't sue us, Marvel. Close parentheses.
Exactly. So then we have Cursed. All right. When one of your character die is KO'd, spin each Wolfen character die up 1 level. Meh. When Wolfen is blocked, spin that character die up 1 level.
That's Savage.
Yeah, my bad. And then Canis Helix. When a Space Wolf character die of cost 5 or more is fielded, spin Wolfen up 1 level.
Spin Wolfen, hashtag not Wolverine, up 1 level.
I don't really like this guy at all, but if I had to pick one, I guess I'm going with Cursed because it's easier to KO all my other stuff.
I think we found the one that had the worst cards.
Yeah. And he's just a really bad Wolverine. Yeah. Wolfen, and then his subtext is his subtitle.
That's hilarious.
All right. So that's the new set, guys. What do y'all think about it overall? I'm excited for it. I think it's interesting. It's a lot of new mechanics. Chris is eating his microphone apparently. I'm excited, man. I want to play some games, sit down, actually build some now. Since I pretty much haven't been doing any of that since the blind packs came out. Even with the Avengers and the team packs, I didn't really sit there and do anything with them. So, well, you get to see my cool Ninja Turtle hat, guys.
Sorry, I had to transition real quick.
That's all good. But I dig it. What do you think, Joe?
I mean, we've already talked to some degree about a lot of this stuff. Seeing you guys open them and like going back over the abilities and stuff, it's like I originally thought there were maybe like 2 or 3 good cards in there, but there are a lot more than that. And especially when you consider that if any of these, go to rotation, there's a really good chance that more than half of these out of the campaign box and the 2 team packs are going to be relevant post rotation.
Agreed.
All right. So, all right.
What are your thoughts on the set before we get to the giveaway?
Overall, I'm excited about the campaign box, the team packs. I'm upset, but that's really just because of max dice, and I don't think.
If you take that out of the equation,
but you can't. You can't take that out of the equation.
You literally can, because you're not going to buy another set, so you don't have to worry about it then.
Chris is that guy that once he gets the movie spoiled, it like just
no. I don't care about that. Honestly, I just care overall the product as itself. They didn't think it through to make sure that people didn't have to buy 3 of the team packs, so it's not that good. But the cards overall themselves, yeah, they're pretty good. They didn't have that many duds in it, and they made some pretty playable cards in it. But you have to grade it overall for what it is, and they kind of just messed up. They're not going to say they messed up, and people aren't going to accuse them of messing up. But I think they kind of messed up.
I don't think so, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it, this was supposed to be blind product at one point, right? So if you look at it that way, you were probably going to get these packs. You might have ended up with the 5 dice that you needed for these characters. Unfortunately, moving over to the living card game, it's not. It doesn't. It's unfortunate. Put it that way. I don't mind, honestly. I'm not going to go out and buy another set just to have 5 dice. I'm a completist. I'm not gonna. That's too much just for 1 die, or at least 2 more dice. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, and you're gonna have people in there saying, "Well, you don't need that many die. You only need 2 to maybe 3 per character to really be good to competitive." And you're probably right. You are, but why have max dice 5 then? It's getting annoying. So I'm just gonna stop here and say that it just annoys me. So
I mean, other than that, I mean, obviously that bothers you. It's a solid set. I think it's really cool. It's a cool IP to bring into the game. We've been missing some of that for a while. Ninja Turtles was great, D&D is great, but this is totally different. I think the art on all the cards is amazing. Obviously, I like art, so this is great.
My favorite art is the non-Wolverine Wolverine.
He's so bad.
Yeah. It's like someone that didn't know how to draw a true Wolverine.
Yeah, he's pretty rough looking. We should change that to my profile picture. Like a fake Wolverine.
No, thank you. I'd much rather keep the album cover you got on there.
Album cover. Yeah. Oh no, Don, you don't have a computer. Oh, man. So cool. So let's touch a couple of housekeeping things. We have a tournament next weekend, right?
What? No.
Is it next Saturday?
It's the 15th.
Oh, it's the 15th. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I got my days all mixed up. I've been doing all that stuff at work. The 15th.
We got the sign-up sheet. I know a lot of people probably aren't wanting to submit yet, but we do have the sign-up sheet on the Discord.
That information is not shared with anybody, guys, other than Joe's going to see it. Joe's running the tournament.
I can see it too, but I don't. I may see your team and be like, cool. I don't really care.
Yeah. I'm gonna be in it. Screw it. I'm gonna be in it. You heard it here first, folks. I'll be in it. Breaking news.
We're gonna have to announce Rob is gonna be participating in a CR Game Room tournament.
Stop the presses, guys.
One of his teams is going to be called 5 Max Dice.
Yeah.
Yep. It's going to be called Max Dice. That's it. And I'm only going to have 1 die of every, on every card.
You're just gonna go to the store, pick 10 packs, and be like, all right, I'm gonna make my team out of this.
Bro,
I know that you will do that.
hold on. Where is it? It's right here. This is the winning team right here in this little box. 20 packs of
Oh my god!
Is it? It's X-Men and Thor.
You're not gonna.
Oh,
realize
that's that crappy set of packs that you you opened on stream.
And I made a team out of it. Yeah, so it's sitting here.
He's still trying to get that stupid Malekith, so he's just like keeps buying stuff.
Yeah.
You literally almost have every other card.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get this. I'll get the deal done with the Jared, and I can trade him this Thor, this shiny Thor. So shiny. Look at that.
Almost have to put on
For
shades.
that Malekith. Yeah. So yeah, tournament coming up on the 15th. Sign up.
Don't forget to sign up. And like they said, I'm not going to spill any secrets. I'm not even going to talk about it on stream. If you guys need to,
trust me.
if you guys need to revise teams, hit me up and say, hey, I made a little mistake, and then we'll talk about it. Yep. And yeah, I'm excited to see what everybody brings.
I think we might have a video coming out about the announcement pretty soon.
Yeah, we're gonna probably work on that to get that out. Raise awareness, for the children.
I had a writing. I just at like 2:00 in the morning. I just started writing, and I thought it was funny, and I think Robert's approved it. He likes it.
It was funny.
We're probably gonna have to revise it a little bit because I can't type all that well. So
there we go.
Joe, have you read it?
Glanced at it. I've been a little busy.
Glanced at it. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's funny though. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. And
it'll be out soon.
We'll work on that sooner than later. So does that mean I need to do it in the drawing video? Because he said I was going to be drawing. Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off stream, jerk.
A little behind the scenes action for you guys.
Okay.
Cool. So, is this the moment we've all been waiting for?
This is the moment.
Oh.
All right,
guys. Y'all stuck around for the last 2 hours for this wondrous event.
Okay, let's talk about another hour of something else.
So, Aquaman's coming out in a couple. No, sorry. This is it, 100 subscriber giveaway. Okay,
so the way that we're gonna do, I had this in the a random generator. Let me see, let me pull this up here. One moment.
One moment, please.
Do you need to have? I was about to say, do you need to be sharing all that names and stuff like that?
That's all it was on the video. There's all the people that
that's their screen name, so you can see them on YouTube. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right, I'm sharing the screen with you guys on Discord.
Okay.
All right.
This is what everyone can see.
So whenever I do a random pick on here, it's going to be the number one. Robert, you want to write it down when I do that?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get a writing.
Or you could even put it on your computer, dude.
Dude,
I know.
You and your technology.
I love technology.
Not as much as you used to.
All right, so I'm just going to do the first one while you're grabbing that.
I got it. I'm ready to go, man.
All right, so there's 30 names on here. I took myself, Robert, and my wife off the list, just so everyone knows.
She was very devastated.
And
yeah,
I'm not even involved in this, so don't worry about it.
You didn't even comment.
Oh, way to go, Joe. Thanks.
Well, I'm not gonna enter our own thing. That's ridiculous.
You could have, put some numbers on.
Well, Wiz is nice, but yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay, Chartain.
I love Chartains.
Hold on, let me. Hold on. That seems weird.
That felt like a random generated number or name.
No, it's on there. It's after. It's right before J Blizz.
Oh, J Biz, you were so close to being number one.
All right, so Chartain, get in contact with us. We'll try to send you a private message. A lot of the people they have it set to private, so it's really hard for us to contact you. But we'll keep that in mind. They'll have 48 hours to contact us, and us contact them, and we'll decide from there. So the next one, taking their name off the list.
Our Discord group.
It's in the description. It's in the description of every single video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm just
so-
saying, like, they can, if they say, hey, it's me, hit us up on the Discord group.
Yeah. All right.
Show.
All right. Next one.
Number 2,
Trey Foster.
Trey. It's a Trey day.
Trey. I believe that's Ross's brother or
Oh.
relative.
Related.
Right below Jay Bliss.
Oh my gosh. Always the bridesmaid. Never the bride.
So that's number 2. Taking their name off the list.
All right, if the next one comes up right next to J-Biz again, there's some.
Yeah, no, that's not how this works.
Okay, just saying, just throwing it out there. Okay. Dice_masters.
Is that Dice Masters with James and Zach?
No, they're on there right here. Oh wait, no, they're
Okay.
right there.
This is WizKids. They're trying to get their products back.
Yeah, they need to recoup the cost. All right, so that's number 3.
All right, got it.
All right, Marty Joe.
Marty Joe, who has been with us since the beginning of this stream.
Oh
You
wow,
are number 4, sir.
you just have to wait for 1, 2, and 3 to pick.
Yep.
So
Or we can ask them which ones they want and if they want
all right.
their top pick. We'll give them that.
So that was that 4.
That was 4.
All right, so we're doing the alternate picks now. So here's here's number 5 basically. Ross.
Alt 1, Ross. Nice.
So Ross, you will win a handsome prize if 1, 2, 3, or 4 do not pick or get back to us. And then alt number 2. Corey Shibler.
Corey.
All right.
Pastor Corey.
Pastor
Nice.
Corey. He's been in 2 of our tournaments so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he's been showing improvement ever since he started playing online.
Yeah.
Nice.
Corey's a good dude. All right, so that was alt 3, right?
That was Alt 2.
Alt 2.
Yeah, that was all
Yep.
2.
All right, now for alt 3. TJ Bozilla.
Mozilla.
I think he's been subscribed almost from the start of the channel.
Nice.
Mhm.
TJ's cool.
Very cool dude.
Let me see. No, I don't want to do feedback. Leave me alone. All right, there we go. All right, and then this is for the last alt, correct?
Last alt spot. Yes, sir. Oh, the
girl, please.
I'll take the girl, please.
All right. If you guys if no one won, if people didn't win, sorry. And if you weren't one of the alternates, I do apologize, but we kind of had to limit it. We'll try to do more giveaways of just, as
Random
much stuff as we. Yeah.
I'm always drawing things. So if y'all are interested in me, one of my alt art cards, we can do a giveaway for that. I plan on picking up some random stuff from my comic book store, like dice bags, like actual WizKids dice bags. I know they're kind of cool. I mean, I use them a lot. Chris used it for a long time.
Then I went with the world's smallest bag.
Yeah. And then I changed to my Crown Royal bags. I just like those better.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got plans to do plenty of giveaways, guys. So
I think Chris said something about buying like 2 or 3 team packs from this latest set, so you can give somebody full max.
That's
size.
possibly for tournament stuff because also with the straw poll from last week, everyone, people are okay with paying to enter in tournaments depending on the cost.
Okay.
So
That's good news.
We're probably going to do $1 to 3 or 4 at the max.
We decided on 3 max. Anything over is kind of like, a $5 entry for a tournament, you're expecting a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get a campaign box or a pre-order of the next campaign, that would be worth it, honestly. Mm-hmm. And then the runner-up and the next runner-up would get like one of the team packs. That would be pretty good price support.
Yeah, I think if you consider like entrance so like if you do $3 per entrant and we average about anywhere from 24 to 28 entrants, that's enough to get you a campaign box and a team pack.
Yeah. And
to split, first and second or third or so on.
Yeah, and
Yep.
anything over what it costs to do any of the prizes is going to go back into future tournaments to make it cheaper for people to enter. So I don't want people to think that we're just pocketing it, because we're not going to be doing that.
Not at
Yeah, we
all.
all have our own stuff that we set aside for that kind of business.
Yeah. So let me go back to the camera. All right. Dropping it back down.
Drop it like it's hot, man.
All right. So yeah, this was I figured we should have started at 8:00.
Yeah.
So we'll get in contact with the people that won. We'll know within 48 hours if they want. Like the first person is going to have pick of whatever they want, and if they don't respond within 48 hours, we're going to go to the next person, and they'll have prime pick of whatever they want, and then so on and so forth. And if we go through all the alternates, which I doubt that, because
We'll do a redraw.
We'll do a redraw, but I doubt that it's going to come to that. So,
Sure.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, one more time for the fun times. We're having the virtual worlds tournament on December 15th, and it's gonna start at 3 a.m. Central Standard Time.
What time?
You guys, Central Standard Time, 8:30 a.m.
8:30 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you guys are across seas, just do a quick check and see relatively how far off you are from Central Standard Time. I think in the UK and in parts of Central Europe, it's about a full 8 hours. Y'all are a full 8 hours ahead of us.
Depending, yeah, it's like 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, so just be sure to check your time zones, and then we'll get started as soon as we get all the submissions in, which will be December 12th. Is that's the last day to take submissions. I'm gonna be checking the entrance, and I think Bodie, you said, or JBiz, you said you were going to, or you'd already joined up. So I'll be checking the submissions to see if there's any issues. I will PM or email you. If I can't reach you through either way, I'll try to hit you up on Discord if there's anything wrong with your entries or anything like that. And then we have the actual Worlds at PAX Unplugged this weekend. So be sure to tune in on Sunday. They should, from what I'm hearing, they're promising a stream.
Are they actually going to have people that know about Dice Masters and know how to commentate on
That
it?
was not part of it. That was not part of it. But from what I'm hearing, they're going to try to do a stream. And this is based off of information from 4.5 months ago. So
try to have a stream.
Yeah, it'll, like, if anything, it'll be like they did last time. And, they kind of did like a last minute stream for top 8, I think it was, but they didn't show any of the other play.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Here's a cool drawing that I did, guys. If y'all are interested in that.
Yeah, that's a really good drawing. That's on the Transformers LCG insert cards.
Yeah, one of the insert cards from Transformers.
I've got like 20 of those for you.
Nice.
Because Jeff gave them to me.
I went and bought a whole bunch, so I have this little stack.
Did you get the ones that you needed? The actual...
No. Like cards now. Oh. I got quite a few.
You mean you didn't get that super rare Megatron?
I got a Megatron. I didn't get the other Megatron, the one that everyone after.
A really good one.
Yeah, something Prime something.
Yeah.
Nemesis Prime. Yeah.
Nemesis Prime. Yeah.
Yeah. No go on that, but I did get quite a few new cards, so that's cool.
All right.
We're gonna let Chris stew over those next 5 days.
Do over that. Get some sleep on it. You'll be better tomorrow. It's fine.
It's still gonna be max die 5.
So, nice little team pet fits in these little boxes from my bead storage.
You know, it doesn't fit in there. The 5th one of it.
So it works out perfectly not having max dice for my little set here. So.
Yeah.
That's good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's an easy fix.
All right. I think that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it.
Before Chris's head explodes. Thank thanks to everybody that joined in the giveaway. Thanks to everybody that's been with us from the beginning up to now. We appreciate everybody. Let's try to get to 200, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
We're about a quarter of the way there. Well, yeah, we're pretty close.
Wow. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for getting the word out and subscribing and liking and commenting on there. That's awesome. So do y'all got anything else?
No.
Cool. Well, all right. That's gonna wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Be sure to like and subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and join our conversations on Discord. And as always, thanks for hanging out.
Don't even talk about Max 7 there, PB.
Oh, got him with the
Jesus Christ!
Got him with the stinger. We got a post-credit scene.
I'll talk y'all.
Post-credit scene.